I bring forth a message from third dimensional Jesus, fourth dimensional Yeshua, and the fifth, seventh density entity Sananda as well, all speak in their multidimensional awareness and their multi-dimensional message. As we come now in this great time of expression, this expression of oneness, this expression of moving beyond the third dimensional illusion into the higher fourth, fifth, and even higher dimensional frequencies. As you, each and every one, are moving through your resurrection, your ascension, as an ascension process, just as Jesus, Yeshua, Sananda moved through that process as well so long ago, those 2,000 and more years ago, where Jesus, Yeshua, Sananda intended to reach out to all brothers and sisters, to tell them at that time what was known in the ways that they could understand. What you know as parables, what you have heard of as parables and stories, to help them appreciate and even in some cases remember who they were at that time when Jesus walked his soul path. However, many of those who heard at that time stayed asleep. Many of them continued on with the programming that they had received. But of course, there were a few. There were those that stepped out of that programming at that time. Those that were ready to awaken and would be able to hear the words of Jesus, of Yeshua, of Sananda, to understand the understandings that could reach out to them and share all that Jesus, Sananda, knew, that he understood, all that was remembered, in hopes that they would also remember who they were, who they actually existed as, fractals of God. So do you see now the correlation of what happened then and what is happening now with all of you? For all of you are the resurrection and the life. Each and every one of you that hear and resonate to these words, you are the way, the truth, and the life. Just as was brought forth at that time so long ago, just as Jesus brought that forth, that understanding, you are the collective of this, not one man, but a gathering of many to become one. Just as Yeshua, Sananda, was the one at that time when he walked his soul path, just as Jesus was the one to gather the many, now the many are gathering to become the one. For the second coming of Christ is a consciousness. It's not some individual in the clouds, although there will be individuals in the clouds, but they will be of the Christed extraterrestrial variety. But that is a second coming as well. Just as Jesus, Yeshua, Sananda, was the one to gather the many, you look out now at that expression that is all around you in your third dimensional illusion. And if you think about it, it wasn't that long ago that you did not even understand that this was an illusion. I think there are many of you who are beginning to understand that this is all an illusion, at least on the third dimensional frequency fence, frequency barrier, the digital matrix. But so many of you have awakened to the understanding that this isn't the reality. The only reality this is what you make it and what you give it. But beyond that, it is an illusion. Many of you, many of us have moved beyond this illusion. Not all of the time, but much of the time, much more than previous years before and lifetimes before, where you were ensconced within the programming. But now, You find yourself at times still in the programming, but at other times you have awakened beyond it. Don't you see the sleeper has awakened within each and every one of you? And that is what is ahead for your brothers and sisters, those that are ready to awaken themselves, that are ready to hear that alarm clock within themselves as their higher self whispers to them, awaken, my brothers, my sisters, awaken, my child. These are those times now for all of you. Not only are we awakening ourselves, but are here to awaken others. Just as I was there to awaken others, as many who would listen, so too are you awakening as many who will listen to you as you spread your light and share your light, and even at times provide those miracles that are all within you to do. As you become aware fully of who you are, that you are able to provide all that is needed for those around you, those of your loved ones. Can you reach them all? No. Just as Jesus, Yeshua, Sananda did not reach all of them at his time, but only a few. But that some, that one or two or three here and there reached out their light and awakened another, and another was awakened with the light being spread. Before long, those 2,000 years ago, a movement was created, an entire new philosophy, a new understanding was created from those simple words of Jesus, Yeshua, Sananda. Just as you can reach out now with your light, wherever you find yourself, reach out with your light and touch someone with it. And then they in turn will reach out their light and touch someone, and they will touch someone, and so on and so on. This is how an entire revolution or evolution begins. As it has already begun here, it is in the process of coming to a culmination, not an ending, but a new beginning. An ending of sorts, an ending of the old programming, of the old digital matrix, and the beginning of the new creative process that is within each and every being on the planet, but not only on this planet, but the entire solar system. And even the galaxy is moving through this ascension process. That is why so many are here to witness this revolution and evolution of man, of humankind, of life here, this area of the universe. All of you, each and every one of you, have it within you to become the way, the truth, and the life. Not even to become it, but to know it, that you already are it, as you are hearing now. I am the way, the truth, and the life is now becoming I am the love, I am the light, I am the truth. I am the resurrection and the life of all here on this planet to experience the love that is there for each and every one to share and to know. The time has come. The time is now to be a part of this new higher expression here on the earth, as Gaia herself is ascending and is taking all of you that are ready to ascend with her, to resurrect her. Not resurrect where you have to die, the physical form, but resurrect the light within you. Resurrect that light that has lying dormant within you as a lower frequency, to raise it higher into a newer, higher expression here on this planet, on this earth, on Gaia. And when you have fully done that, the celebration that will occur at that time, the celebrations are nothing compared to what you have had in the past, far beyond the celebrations you have ever experienced. For this will not only be a celebration of one, but will be a celebration of the many. You are the many within the one, and the one within the many. Know that now as you venture forth on this day, this celebration of not a resurrection, but your resurrection, your life, your continuing expression of love beyond the illusion. Namaste, namaskaram.